Hello and welcome to a full body strength workout. My name is Sid, occupational therapist, personal trainer, strength coach, 22 weeks pregnant, and here to get strong with you today. We've got a full body lift, but it's primarily gonna target our hamstrings, our glutes, and our shoulders today. All right, we're gonna start with a prep circuit and then we're gonna get right into it. We've got a ladder, so our first round, we've got 3 different exercises for lower body, 3 different exercises for upper body. Our second round, we've got just 2 exercises for each. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start with some prep work. So come to your mat, lying on your back. Okay, and we're just gonna start with a little bit of mobility, and then we're gonna hop right into our prep circuit. So we're gonna start lying on your back, knees bent, feet flat. Inhale to prepare, exhale, let those knees fall out to one side. Same thing, other side. These are called hip switches. Okay, we can also add a little bit of an eye gaze with it. So as my knees go right, my head goes right. Knees go left, head goes left. You can also add some shoulders with it. So as my knees go right, my shoulders come down, palms toward the ground. Knees go left, palms come up. Good, just kind of flowing through this. Getting some movement through your lumbar spine, through your hips, through your shoulders. Good. From here, let's interlock your hands. Bring one knee to your chest. We're gonna extend that leg, bring those toes toward your head, point them away, let it come back down. Point it up, flex those toes, point those toes, bring it down. Flex, point, let it come down. Good, just getting some motion through those hamstrings. Switch it out, same thing, other side. Interlock hands behind that leg, pull it up, flex those toes toward your head, point your toes away, let that foot come down. Flex, point, down, flex, point, down. One more time. Flex, point, and down. Good, we're gonna rotate onto your side. Bottom hand is gonna come over those knees, top hand behind your head. Inhale to prepare, exhale, rotate open. Feel good rotation through your mid-back. Sit here, inhale, exhale, sink a little deeper. Good, one more time. Inhale, exhale, let those shoulders relax into the ground. Good, same thing, other side. Knees come to the side. Bottom hand goes over those knees, top hand behind your head. Bring that elbow toward the ground. Inhale, exhale, rotate open. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, one more time. Exhale, hold it open. Inhale here. Exhale, let those shoulders fall into the ground. Good. From here, a little supine cat-cow. So I'm gonna let my legs come long, squeeze those shoulder blades together, kind of arch up my spine, then around, give myself a hug. Squeeze, arch, exhale and round. One more time here. Squeeze and arch, exhale, round, give yourself a hug. Good. Okay, from here, we're gonna get into our prep circuit. So we're gonna stay on our back. Knees bent, feet flat. We're gonna get into a glute bridge. Okay, so I'm gonna inhale to prepare. Exhale, drive those feet into the ground. Tuck my tailbone slightly, lift my hips. Feel that good glute squeeze. Okay, we're gonna hold this position. I'm gonna bring my hands down to the ground, and I'm gonna walk my heels out one by one. Okay, so join me when you're ready, walking those heels out, walking those heels in, while keeping hips up the whole time. We're here for 30 seconds. Walk them out, walk them in. Good, keep that good core brace. So we're exhale and zip. You should feel your low abs working, feel those hamstrings working. You got it, keep staying with it. 10 more seconds here. Keep those hips up. Good, give me one more good rep all the way out to your point of comfort and control. Walk it back in. Keep those hips up. Stay in the glute bridge. Rebrace. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. zip embrace. Hands come back down to the ground. We've got a glute bridge march. So I'm lifting one leg up at a time. The closer you keep that standing leg to the center of your body, the more supported you will feel. If you start to get it out wide, it'll be a little bit more core work for you. Good, so what I'm not doing is letting my spine just kind of go loosey-goosey throughout. I exhale, zip. Keep that good core brace. Ribs are stacked over hips as I drive one knee up at a time. For 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, rest it out, shake it out. We're gonna roll onto our side. We have got a side plank variation. Okay, so from this position, my elbow is stacked under my shoulder. My hips are stacked over one another. Okay, so I've got good alignment here. I think about pressing my bottom shoulder away from my ear to stabilize that shoulder blade from the back. Okay, from here, lift those hips up, exhale, zip. Okay, from here, I'm gonna rotate my torso down to the ground and then reach one arm long, kind of creating a diagonal with my body. Let my hips kind of fall to the ground. Exhale, zip, pull elbow to knee. Okay, inhale, rotate lower. Exhale, lift, drive it up. Inhale down, exhale, pull. Good, we've got 8 more here. Think about driving that bottom knee into the ground. 5, 4, stay with it, you got it. Exhale, zip as you pull that elbow to your knee. Last 2. Last 1. Good, rest. Switch it out, same thing, other side. Elbows under shoulder, hips are stacked. Okay, knees are about 45 degrees. You can also take this in a full side plank if you're feeling up for it. Inhale to prepare, exhale, zip. Okay, press that shoulder away from your ear. Hold this position. Rotate down toward the mat. Create that diagonal. Pull elbow to knee. Here we go. Exhale, zip as you drive that elbow to knee. Drive that bottom knee into the ground. Last 3, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Coming up to standing, our last move of our prep circuit. We've got a broad jump to a step back. So I start at the end of my mat, get into a nice athletic position. I load, jump forward, land with control, stay low, walk it back. We're just here for 6. Here we go. Jump, step it back. Inhale, jump. 3. Here we go, 3 more. Drive it forward, step it back. Last 2, here we go. We're getting that heart rate up, loading through those hips, getting some power and explosiveness. Last 1, and step it back. Good, rest and shake it out. Okay, prep circuit is done. We're gonna get into our strength now. So what we need is a bench, stool, something that's a little bit elevated. You can also use a countertop for some of these, or you can just take them on the ground. You're also gonna need a variety of weights. So a light set, a moderate set, and a heavy set. I'm still catching my breath from those broad jumps. All right, so my light set, I have 7.5. My moderate set, I have 15. My heavy set, I have 30s. Okay, find what works for you. Get that equipment, get it set up, and we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. So, we've got 2 circuits. First round, we've got 6 exercises. Second round, we've got 4 exercises. We're gonna get right into it. First one we have, we're gonna grab our heavy weights, okay? So we've got an RDL with a pause at the bottom. So some tips for our RDL. Number 1, this is a hip hinging movement. So the movement is primarily coming from my hips sending backward, not my knees bending. That is a knee dominant squat. This is a hip dominant RDL, okay? So thinking about keeping head, mid, back, and hips in one line. Send those hips back, pause, exhale, zip, drive them forward. Okay, with this move, when we have our dumbbells in our hands, right in front of us, we're gonna think about squishing oranges with our armpits, get those lats nice and engaged to keep that torso upright, okay? Ribs stay stacked over hips. I keep the dumbbells close to my shins as I send my hips back. Pause, exhale, drive it forward. Okay, what we're not doing is trying to get as low to the ground as we possibly can. Think about sending your hips back until they can't go anymore. Drive them forward. Okay, first move, we've got 10 reps. Grab those heavy weights. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Squish those oranges in your armpits. Keep those dumbbells close to your legs. Send those hips back. Eyes come down to the ground. Pause. Exhale, drive. Good. Inhale, down. Pause. Drive. Hips go back, 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 back. Pause. Drive. Good. Inhale, down. Pause. Drive. That's 4. Thinking about driving through our full foot. Big toe, pinky toe, heel. Spread those toes. Here we go. Pause. Send it back. You got it. 4 more. Inhale, down. Pause. Last 3. Exhale, zip on the way up. Tempo's starting to slow. Means we're choosing the right weight. Last one. Good. Drop those heavy weights. Remember, we lift with our legs, not with our back. We are going to come down onto the ground. I'm going to use my box. Okay, you can take this on the box or on the ground, up to you. We've got a hamstring bridge. So I'm lying on my back. My heels are going to come up to this box. Both heels at the same time. I'm going to drive my heels into the ground, imagining I'm pulling my feet down a wall. Okay, so if we do that as we lay on the ground, we should feel our hamstrings start to tense. Okay, that is the goal. From here, I'm gonna lift my hips slightly, tuck my tailbone a little bit, okay? And I'm just gonna lower and lift while dragging those heels into the box the whole time. Okay, here we go. We're here for 25. Drag those heels. 5, 6. Exhale, zip. Get that good core brace. So we're not going full range of motion. We're staying in that mid-range. Just a couple inches down, couple inches up as I think about driving those heels into this box. Okay, I'm really feeling hamstrings with this. That's the goal. Halfway. Stay with it. You got it. Again, if you don't have a box, you can take the same thing on the ground. Just drive those heels into the ground, toes up. Stay with it. We've got 5 more good reps. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good, and rest. Okay, we're gonna roll out of that. Come up to standing, move that box closer to you. Okay, and I'm gonna add a pad on top of it. So we have a hamstring curl. I'm gonna grab my moderate weight. If you don't like this variation, you can also take a hamstring curl on a foam roller where you're on your back, similar to what we did in the warm-up, walking those heels out, walking those heels in. Or do it just on the ground like we did. Okay, but if you're with me, we are gonna grab that box and our moderate weight, and we are gonna do a hamstring curl. So setup looks like this. My knees are gonna come to the box. My hands are gonna come down in front of me. I'm gonna grab this weight under my shoes. Okay? Kind of wiggle, jiggle it in there. From here, holding this position, lower that weight down. Exhale, lift it up. We're just here for 30 seconds. Okay, so pause if you need, get your setup, and then join me. Lower it down, exhale, zip. Good, for 30, let's go. Control that lower, getting that good eccentric lengthening. Okay, check in with your core. Are you still stabilizing? Do you still have that good core brace? Don't lose it. Here we go, here we go. Halfway. Can we stay here for 10 more seconds? You're in it. This is the last time we see this exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, give me one more good rep. Inhale down, exhale. Yeah. Drop that weight. Okay, moving that box. Actually, we're gonna keep the box. Keep the moderate weight. We can move your pad out of the way. We've now got shoulders. All right, so we're coming into our shoulder section of this circuit. I'm just gonna move to the middle. So I'm gonna take this in a seated position. You can also take it standing. We've got a rotational overhead press. So oftentimes we get locked up in our mid-back, our thoracic spine. The goal of this one, as we're pressing, we're rotating through that mid-back. Okay, so cues here. Keep your hips even on the box chair, bench, whatever you're sitting on. Okay, when we rotate, we don't want to lean and lift. Then we're compensating with our hips to do this motion, and we really want it to come from that mid-back. Okay, so if I have my weights here, I bring them up to my shoulders. I inhale to prepare, exhale, rotate and press. Okay, inhale to prepare, exhale, rotate and press from the side. Inhale to prepare, exhale, rotate. Inhale to prepare, exhale, rotate. Okay, it's gonna feel harder than a normal overhead press would because we're getting that extra rotation. All right, we've got 6 on each side. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press. Good. Halfway, here we go. Two more, each way. Last ones. Good, and rest. Woo, those are killer. All right, moving that box out of the way. We're gonna come down onto your mat with your light weight. Okay, so I have my 7.5. We're gonna come into a side plank position. Okay, side plank, weight is gonna come directly to my side. Elbow under shoulder, hips are stacked, you know the drill. Exhale, zip. We're holding it here, lifting that weight to shoulder height. We don't wanna go past, okay? Just directly over shoulder, control the lower. All right, here we go. We're here for 12 on each side. Exhale, zip. You're in it. Here we go. Last 2. Control that lower. Don't let it fall. Press that shoulder away from your ear on the bottom arm. Good. Rest. Switch sides. Same thing, other side. Elbow under shoulder. Hips are stacked. Exhale, zip. Arm comes to your side. Really working that lateral delt. Good. You got it. Here we go. Checking in with your core. How we doing? No coning or doming. If we are, re-brace and keep going. Halfway. Here we go. Stay with it. You got it. Good. Last 2. Good. Drop that weight. We are done with that one. Last shoulder exercise, shoulder and core. We're going to bring our box back, or you can use ottoman, counter, whatever you have. Okay, you can also take this on the ground, but I'm using elevated for more core support. Coming into that high plank position, exhale, zip, tap one shoulder at a time. Okay, and we're just there for 30 seconds. So get set up and join me in 3, 2, 1, exhale, zip, here we go. 30 seconds. Keep that good core brace. You can widen out your feet if you need more support. Here we go. Stay with it, you got it. Checking in with your core. Keep that good brace. 10 seconds, let's go. Last time we see this exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work, good work. Shake it out. Woo, 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 woo. Round 1 is done. Round 2, we just have 4 exercises. We're gonna go through them and finish with a cool down. So here we go, let's grab those heavy weights. Okay, lifting with your legs, not with your back. Bringing them over. Again, cues here. Send those hips back till they can't go any further. Keep those toes in contact with the ground. Eyes come down. Keep dumbbells close to your shins. Exhale, zip. Drive it forward. We've got 10 with the pause at the bottom. Here we go. Squeeze those oranges in your armpits. 3, 2, 1 for 10. Pause. Drive, that's 1. Inhale down. Pause. 2. 3. Good. Eyes come down to the ground. 4. Pause. Drive, that's 5. Stay with it, here we go. 6. 7. Remember, we're not worried about how low we can get. Worried about how far we can get those hips back. Last 2, here we go. Pause. Last 1. Yeah, drop those heavy weights. Okay, coming to that box, we've got hamstring bridge on my back. Knees are gonna be up on this box. You can also do this with feet on the wall. Just kind of pressing your feet into the wall, imagining dragging your feet without them actually moving. Okay, we're here. My heels are driving into this box. I tuck my tailbone, lift my hips, exhale, zip. Hands come to the ground. Driving those heels into this box. I'm gonna scoot myself back a little bit. Okay, driving my heels into this box. Lower and lift. We've got 25 reps here. Should really feel hamstrings. Keep pulling those heels if you don't. Okay, my ankles should be out past my knees, not directly under. That's how we get a little bit more hamstring, a little less glute. Good, stay with it, here we go. Halfway. Just a little lower, little lift. You're in it, here we go. Last lower body exercise of the day. 6 more, 6, 5, 4, yeah. You got it, you got it. Keep driving those heels, find your happy place. 2, oh yeah, last one. Woo! Good, rest, shake it out. Roll to your side, sit yourself up. Move that box out of the way. We are actually, I lied. Keep that box, bench, or stool. We've got our overhead press with rotation. So grabbing that moderate weight, coming to our box. Again, you can totally take this in standing. Okay, so if you want to take it here, same thing though. We're not rotating from the hips, we're rotating from the mid-back. Okay, so keeping my hips pointed toward you, rotate from that back. If you're seated with me, we're here. All right, we're going. In 3, 2, 6 each way. Okay, so I'm keeping that weight close to my ear as I rotate. Halfway, here we go. trying to keep those ribs down. Last ones. Yeah. Here we go. Hey-oh, drop those weights. We've got our last one, side plank with a lateral raise. Then we finish with a cool down. We are nearing the end, y'all. Good work. Stay with it. Okay, I've got my 7.5. Coming onto my side. Elbow under shoulder, hips are stacked. I know you know these cues by now. Okay, that weight comes to our side. Exhale, zip. Lift, we've got 12. Bringing that weight just to shoulder height, not above. Last 3. Woof. Last one, here we go. Exhale, zip. Yeah, shoulders are feeling it. I love it. Last exercise. Come on. Get to the cool down. You got it. On that opposite side, elbow under shoulder, hips are stacked. Drive that bottom knee into the ground. Lift and lower for 12. Exhale, zip. Check in with your core. Good. Ooh, this is feeling heavy this time. Good, here we go. Halfway. 6 more good reps. Let's go. Control that lower. Don't let it fall. Fight for it, fight for it. Last 4. 3. Press that shoulder away from your ear on the bottom side. 2. Here we go. Yeah. Good, and rest. Whew. Let's flip it over into child's pose. Send those hips back, arms come long. Inhale. Exhale. We made it, y'all. Good work, good work. Good, let's come up into tabletop. Go into a nice little cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Ooh, a little sternum crack. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Good, let's come to a short kneel. Okay, we got up into those shoulders and neck a lot, so we're gonna wrap one hand to your opposite ear. Thinking about making like a rainbow arc, pulling up and over, and then imagining pulling down to this opposite shoulder, creating space here. Good, rotate that gaze under your armpit, hand comes behind the head, inhale. Exhale, same thing, make a nice arc and pull. Swap it out, same thing, other side. Opposite arm to opposite ear, inhale. Exhale, create that arc, create that space. Stretching that upper trap. Stretching that sternocleidomastoid, hand comes behind your back, it wraps from back to front. Good, let's just do some big circles with your neck. Good, wrap, grab those arms in front. Interlock them behind, open up the chest. Reach one side. Reach to the other side. Good, one more time through that, interlock and around. Open it up. Good, rock it. And other way, same thing. Good, let's come back onto hands and knees, child's pose. Send those hips back, walk those arms out in front of you. Inhale, exhale. Good, rock it up. We can go toes out, knees in, sit it back. Just a little pelvic opener. Toes in, knees out, rock it back. Good. From here, a little pelvic cat-cow, tuck and untuck. Good. Then just come back to a comfortable position, child's pose. We're just going to finish here with a couple deep breaths. Inhale, thanking your body for showing up and getting strong with me today. Exhale, releasing any tension you may still be feeling. Good. One last good breath. Exhale. Good. When you're ready, curling up. Giving yourself a hand. Way to work today. Way to get strong. Keep showing up. Keep coming back. I'll see you next time.